back with a new idea. Okay, hear me out. So, y'all already remember my uberhoes and everything, talking about, how to, if I had an app, basically, this, to sum it up, the app would just be basically what you're looking for sexually, down from physical features all the way up to fetishes and everything, like what it is you're in for. It gets person closest to it, and then you basically just order them for like it's a little fun time type stuff on a time limit, and then they gotta go. All right, that's basically the summary recap of that whole idea. Well, I got another idea, right? And I'm calling it the headshop, right? So the headshop, just imagine like a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Except there's no drive-through, but possibly DoorDash. I thought about this to a certain amount of details. So you come in, boom, and you order some head, because all they offer you is head and hand jobs. All right, that's it. None of the other stuff. So you get either head or a hand job, and then be on like a little menu, like what kind of combo you want, and then basically it goes into detail what kind of fetish that you're into to go with your head or your hand job, and so forth and so forth. Basically, it goes into details, trying to make sure you please the customer to the best way that you can, just from head, hand job, and other services. That does not include the regular stuff or more kinky stuff, or none below the waist type stuff. All right, so you got that. DoorDash, same thing, kind of like with the uberhoes, which probably could actually go hand in hand with each other. That's probably where they order the girls from. Blah, blah, blah. Or dudes. Either or. You ordering, and there. All right. So now that you get the idea of it, basically how the system will probably work is this. You have to order in advance. Make sure, you get tested before you go. Which is why you have to make reservations in advance. You schedule it down for such and such day, which gives you enough time to go and handle your business so you can go. If you're not tested, you can't come to the shop. All right? That's the ultimate rule. If you're not tested, you can't come to the shop, which means you can't come. Boom. Play on words. So, I bet you didn't see that coming. So basically, you have to order in advance. You have to pretty much schedule a reservation. Once you come in, you will be seated at a table. It'll look like a regular table, and you got your waiters. Your waiters aren't in the actual sex game, all right? They're just the eye candy, kind of like Hooters. They're just the eye candy. So it kind of, for females or dudes that want to like get into this thing but don't want to be involved that heavily into it, there's options for you too, right? You can be eye candy. So you got your eye candy that pretty much comes over and takes your order. They take your order, you tell them what it is that you want, how do you want it, the little combo deals, all this other good stuff. After you order, you will receive a wristband. Wristband pretty much goes like a bar, like a tab. It sums up the total and everything, and it's on your wrist. Bam. So you go to your own little select room with however many women you can afford, which is why it goes down to the deal, because you can have 1 woman, 2 women. It's all pretty much however you want to do it. Okay. So once that is done, once you get into your room, you have your little fun time, do your activities and all this stuff. Once what you have paid for is done, you come back to the front and pay. But like it's a tab system, right? If you want to keep making that order, it will be rung up. Because it's up to the females, the ones that are actually doing the job for you, to ring it up. Because after all, this is their money. I doubt you could work game and be like, hey, let's just keep this going, blah, blah, blah. Nah, because now you're messing with their money. So, you know, you can choose to stay. They'll just keep adding it onto your tab, whatever. So, once you're done, you pretty much come back to the front. It'll scan your little wristwatch thing. They'll take your wristwatch, just scan the wristwatch. You gotta pay. All right. So that's for the business. We'll have the headshot will also have bodyguards, positions and stuff. One at the door to make sure so nobody runs or nobody tries to come in with a weapon just cause. Two, by the private rooms. So in case one of the customers try to get crazy, we'll get crazy back. Just gotta let you know. It's all for protection. All right. And also, while in these private rooms, you must also adhere to your server's conditions, if that makes sense. Basically, a way to make sure that they're comfortable doing what they're doing what you bought their services to do. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I got all planned out. As for the DoorDash, right? So, which goes, probably could use the uberhoes app to actually order from there. So it gives you a little other services as well. We'll work off of like a buddy system, right? So if it's pretty much 2 to 3 folks. I say 2 to 3 because we don't really know what's going on, right? Because dude probably ordered 2 females. We don't know. So you gotta pretty much, it's going to be a buddy system. Someone to make sure that they can protect the server at all times. So that way it is what it is. Plus, you also got a little emergency button on speed dial for backup, just in case, to call the cops or whatever if things go out of hand. If they, we get further down the line in life and they start easing up on some of these rules and we can pretty much make our own little red light district, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's pretty much the headshot in its whole complexity, I guess. Simplicity. I don't know the word. What's the word again? The whole idea of the head shop. There we go. So this is what the idea of the head shop is. Probably some loopholes in there, but it's not like I'm about to make one here. So that's it. I'm out.